What's up, everybody? It's your boy Floyd, a.k.a. Your Negus, a.k.a. owner of Team Delaney's Saggy Tits, and commissioner of the best fantasy football league in the world. And, of course, that is Nantucket's Revenge. And as per usual, I'm joined by my lovely, lovely co-host and owner of Team Thousand Oaks Gang. How you doing, Michael Wiseman?
I'm great. I don't have much else to say other than that. Looking forward to week 3. You're going to introduce our guest?
Go ahead, introduce our guest, Wiseman.
Our guest is owner of the 2-0 Rusty Kuntz, Trever, Wisconsin. What's up,
Thank
mate?
you for me. Great. Starting 2-0. It's most confident I've been in any team I've had, so it's great.
Trever,
2-0.
Where's the name Rusty Kuntz come from?
Well, I just randomly saw a stat one day about an old baseball player, and his name was Rusty Kuntz. And I thought that was the greatest name I've ever heard in my life. So,
yeah. Trevor, I'm not going to lie. Your team is really good this year, and you're somebody who's proven to have an edge over the field in our fantasy league. I definitely seen it last year, and after talking to you, I can definitely tell that fantasy football is your jam. And nice to see somebody who works hard up at the top of the spot. Speaking of top of the standings, Wiseman, how about you take us through them?
Yeah, joining Trevor at the top at 2-0, edging him out, I'm assuming by points scored, is Team Butts. Was rolling the dice and then found out that Darius Geis wasn't going to play for a while again. So change it back to Team Butts. And then we have, 8 1-1 teams in order: 4 Down Territory, Evansdale Carpet Munchers, Thousand Oaks Gang, Juices Loose, Bye Week, Delaney Saggy Tits, Gets It Black, Toledo Cheek Clappers, and then the 2 0-2 teams at the bottom, the Golden Taint, and surprise 0-2 team, xnxx.com/Alexis, Texas.
Yeah, I would say not a lot of surprises. Rob being 0-2. Actually, our 2 0-2 teams have really strong teams.
I was going to say Ricky's team is good, too.
Yeah, they're both strong teams, but nothing crazy going on. We'll see what happens. It's still really early. Can't really tell. We have coming up next, we'll be talking about our waivers and trades. Did we only have one trade this week?
I think so.
Let me see. What was the start of the week for waivers? We had a bunch of waivers this week, and I accidentally, I kind of, slept on the waivers for some reason. I did add Devin Smith for $8, but, I didn't even pick up a quarterback, and I got screwed on him this morning. I tried picking up Jared Goff. I think the start of our trades, is that with Darwin Thompson, or is that with Melvin Gordon and Mike Williams, or is that last week?
I think that one was last week.
Cool.
There's a thing pops up on my activities, but it never actually formulated because Billy tried to trade me Hunter Henry, and then I declined the first offer and then sent him a counter, and it said he accepted it, but it never actually went through. So I don't know what's going on with that.
Wait, the trade hasn't gone through yet?
No.
Usually it just goes automatically.
Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Well, so I'm looking at it right now. It says that you guys tried trading Tevin Coleman for Hunter Henry.
Yep.
And then it says trade failed. A roster was locked at the time the trade was processed. Because it was still Monday. Maybe you guys should try resending that trade through.
Yeah. Unless you regretted it, then you just...
No. I would say you guys would have to. That's only fair.
No
so
mulligans.
You guys can hash that out after this. It says Monday the trade failed. The roster was locked at the time the trade was processed.
Yeah, I'm seeing that too.
So anyways, we would have had that trade that Sunday or Monday. As far as transactions goes, the big buy of the week was DeMarcus Robinson for $29 by Ricky. Obviously, he was going to go after huge performance. I'm pretty sure he was the highest scoring fantasy player of the week, which makes back-to-back weeks where Kansas City player is the highest scorer. Is 29 overpaying for the wide receiver 3 in Kansas City? Anybody?
I think it's fool's gold. I think DeMarcus Robinson's fool's gold.
I mean, he's only going to be relevant until Tyreek's back, and then he's going to be back in the role where he's getting 2 catches a game, if that.
No argument. And then Frank Gore, Mike Broke, Sport on Territory, picked up for $12. $12 overpaying for Frank Gore.
Does he have Devin Singletary?
No, Damien is Devin Singletary, I believe.
And I don't know why.
But Devin Singletary's hurt.
Yeah, I know that. Devin Singletary might miss this week. Jason Witten. Of course, Billy Block had Jason Witten. Nelson Aguilar picked up for 11. I don't hate picking up Nelson Aguilar, but it's probably only a 1 week thing, maybe 2.
What were Deshaun Jackson and Jeffrey's injuries?
One of them was calf. I don't remember which one though.
Both of them are leg injuries of some sort. I think Deshaun Jackson's is like 2 to 4 weeks. I think Alshon Jeffries is a little bit less than that.
There's a chance that one or both plays this week, so it might not be that serious.
I've been reading that neither of them are going to play, so we'll see. I added Devin Smith for $8. That's going to be more like a 1 week play for me as well. He looked really good.
Moncrief looked really bad.
You said what?
So Moncrief looked really bad, so you dropped him.
God, he's horrible.
He had,
so bad.
I already had one target, and it went straight through his hands, hit him in the face, and the defender picked it.
Yeah, straight up into the air. It was ridiculous. And the fact that you're trying to sell him in the fucking group chat is ridiculous.
Dude. Okay,
he's going to get all these targets.
When Moncrief was the wide receiver 2 in Indy, he went like a whole season having either 100 yards or a touchdown in every game.
Yeah, that was like 4 years
Okay, but then all of a sudden this is his first year in his career where he just can't catch a fucking ball to save his life. He started off the first game, he had like 10 targets.
Yeah, he did. He had fucking 5 drops.
Yeah, so So Devin Smith, I think Dallas is going to run Devin Smith this week, given that they're playing Miami and Michael Gallup's out. So I'll be starting him as my reach flex option instead of Chris Thompson this week. Although Chris Thompson, by the way, has a 28% market share of passes in Washington.
I was going to say, yeah, as long as like he's healthy, I feel like he's always good for like 10 points, just catching the ball.
Yeah, literally.
It's too bad Washington sucks. He could be a lot better for fantasy.
And then we have Butts overpaying for Raheem Mostert, $11.
You knew that was coming.
Yeah, we got. So other than that, there wasn't a lot.
The Butts waiver wire pickup of the week.
Hill, I don't know if Trevor thinks he's cute.
I don't know. You never know. For one, I kind of felt left out. But if he somehow is the starter for the next 5 weeks, I think.
Well, Teddy Bridgewater is starting. I'm pretty sure Taysom Hill is going to be sitting the bench. That way they don't hurt him.
Yeah.
Tony Pollard was added after being dropped. Yeah, I don't know why he was dropped.
I was happy to pick him up.
Yeah, that's a bad play by Philly, dropping such an elite handcuff.
Yeah.
And then Rob beat me to Jared Goff this morning for $2 when I bid $1 on him this morning. I'm like, oh, okay, we're 1 day after the waivers. Nobody else is picking up quarterbacks. I want Jared Goff. I wake up and see Rob added him for $2 and can't stop going down there, and that pissed me off. So,
well, Rob's sick of starting Baker Mayfield every week.
Yeah, like a clown.
Yep, trade him away. That was beautiful.
So that's it for trades and waivers.
Yep.
We hop into last week's result. Let's see here.
Yeah, I got the last week's result pulled up.
Cool.
All right, I'll go into the box score. I know you guys like looking at it that way. So, first matchup I've got pulled up since I'm logged into my account is my matchup against Rob. Talked briefly about it last week. This was not one that I was sure that I would win because you can't. I guess you can't really take any matchups for granted in fantasy. But I wasn't feeling super confident because Rob's got a solid team. But my team put together a very solid performance. Performance that I think something that they're capable of every week, but might not happen every week. So I was just happy to score 140. It's not loading up here, but I'm pretty sure I only had like 2 single-digit performances, and everybody else, I had like 3 wide receivers with over 100 yards. So
your only single-digit guys were Austin Hooper and Texans D, which is fine.
And Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Diggs had 9, I think, something like that.
Oh, I'm looking at projected. Whoops. Oh, well, it was Austin Hooper and Stephon Diggs.
Didn't Stephon Diggs just have 1 long catch?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah. This was my upset of the week last week. I thought you were going to upset Rob. We pulled it off. I was trying to send trades through with Rob, and I was telling him that he's going to risk 0-point weeks with TJ Hawkinson. He laughed at me. And TJ Hawkinson got him 1 point. So it's nice to see that happen. Mike Evans is the wide receiver 2 in Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette can't get on a team that wants to score touchdowns. And Terry McLaurin came back down to real life.
Still had a touchdown, though.
Whatever. So, yeah, that was it for that. Trevor, you want to take us into the results of your matchup?
Sure. Well, going into – I felt like he was kind of leading me all weekend, but I felt like going into Monday night – well, going into Sunday night, I thought I was going to win, and that was the Falcons-Eagles game. And he had Julio go off and Zach Ertz and Matt Ryan. He always puts up like 18, 20 points to make it look good, but he had 3 fucking picks, and he just like he's a frustrating quarterback to have. But going into Monday night, I thought you jinxed me, Jad, when you said when you were talking shit to Ricky, saying, "Oh, OBJ, Jameson Crowder killing it easy," and then by halftime, Jameson Crowder had a goose egg, and OBJ had 8 points, and I had given up at that point. And I was like cooking something, and I turned around and like saw that 89-yard touchdown and knew I was right back in it. And then it came down to the Jets' last drive that was just irrelevant. The only like pass play they completed on the last drive was just 8 yards to Jameson Crowder. And that got me the win.
Pulls him out, 2-point win.
I like Ricky Steven. I went into the week thinking I wouldn't be surprised if I lost, but I was thinking I was going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if I took that. But they came out on top. I really like my team. They just got to hold it down to like week 5, and then I think I'll be good to go. Austin
Eckler's been so huge this season.
Yeah, I just need Melvin Gordon to just stay on the bench and not come back.
Yeah, because then he obviously goes right back to Ricky's team, and Ricky is got
and fucking Brown.
I'm just gonna say, as a Chargers fan, fuck Melvin Gordon.
Yeah, I'm with you.
He's being a fucking bitch.
And fuck Antonio Brown. Like, I don't know if you watched the game, but they literally started the first drive. They threw 5 passes, all 5 to Antonio Brown, like they were just trying to prove a point. It made me sick.
Yeah, so it's there.
But, yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that sums up that game. Yeah, like I said, Ricky's got a really quality squad. But you pulled it off.
Yeah, I was happy.
As far as my matchup goes, man, after I won week 1, I already assumed I was 2-0 facing the Evansdale Carpet Munchers. And Nick laid his big old dick on me, beat me 146-100.
Top scorer of the week.
Was he the top scorer? So who was our least scorer? Who was eliminated from Survivor Challenge? Do we know that?
It looks like it's Billy at 97.
Billy Block.
Well, no, isn't it? I thought Devin got like 70.
Oh, yeah, it is Devin with 72. Yikes.
Yeah, he laid
So you and Devin Pooley have both been eliminated from Survivor, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. As far as my matchup with Nick goes, Lamar Jackson still did his thing. Kenny Galladay had a big touchdown late, and that Patriots defense scoring 35.
35 points?
Guys,
Yeah, it was Kenny Galladay, Patriots D, and Lamar Jackson put up like 100 points for him, so that matched me. Derek Carr somehow gets single digits against Kansas City. David Johnson left the game first quarter with an injury, came back and scored a 1-yard touchdown to salvage 8 points. Obviously, Josh Gordon wasn't needed against Miami. Aaron Jones was actually the RB2 of the entire slate this week. Yeah, nothing going, though. I don't know what to say. Robert Woods had a touchdown called back.
So that's a surprising 5 points.
He had a touchdown called back.
Take this for what it's worth. Last week, Nick and I were very close to being the 2 bottom scoring teams, and then this week we're the 2 top scoring teams. So make what you will of that.
There you go. I mean, he had Njoku go 0, Humphreys got 2, Bernard got 1, Duke Johnson got 3. So he really had like guys.
I bet you
35 from the Patriots team.
No one would bet on a team starting Adam Humphreys to put up 146.
Yeah, Giovanni Bernard and Joe Mixon start.
The way she fucking goes.
Yeah.
Next matchup.
Next one on your Damien's.
Yeah, I'm seeing Damien versus Billy. Damian put up 114 to Billy's 97. Apart from Kelsey and Lockett, Billy's team looked pretty soft. And then for Damian, Vance McDonald getting 2 touchdowns from Mason Rudolph was what put it over the edge for him. But apart from that, pretty close matchup.
Yeah, anybody want to see Billy just get spanked all year?
Yep, that's how I am. Bullshit, he got into this league with the auto-drafted team, so he needs
to hear that, Billy. The league's not happy, bro.
We need Derek Walker back.
You'll never be able to tell Billy that he won last year because of the auto draft, because he'll just start listing all the people he picked up off the free agents. I'm like, dude, shut up.
Whatever. Trevor, you want to take us into Butts versus Mikey?
Sure. Yep. I'm the same way this week coming up. I like Butts' team a lot, and I wouldn't be surprised if I took the L. But other than Patrick Mahomes, I mean, Le'Veon kind of went off just because Luke Falk wasn't throwing more than 5 yards down the field, so he's like his little safety blanket. But other than that, his team took the fattest dump ever. Like Will Fuller 8, Deshaun Jackson 0. I know he's injured. Kyle Rudolph 3, Tariq 3. So I don't really like his team going forward. I like Bucks' team a lot. He makes me nervous this week, but I feel like this is a lot closer than it actually was.
Fair assessment.
Yeah.
Then the last one is Mike Grubb's 4-down territory beating Devin Jimenez. Well, let's call him Devin bye week. 72 points. So not much to see here. I mean, Devin had Derrick Henry fall in the end zone, but apart from that, he got smashed.
-1 from Drew Brees.
Devin's team certainly living up to the name after he had a bunch of points the week before, and then Mike Grove's team did the opposite where he laid a fucking shit and then went ham. How about Team 4-down territory fucking punting tight end to get Mark Andrews and then him just being a top tight end right now? It's gross.
Dude, I wanted Mark Andrews, but then I think Mike took him in like the 8th. I was like, whoa, way too early.
I also remember at the draft Mike Grove saying it was Robbie Anderson and D.D. Westbrook year, and that's
season.
Not this year. Maybe next year, mate.
Right. He's got a good team.
Who? Mike Groves?
Yeah. Well, not a bad team. I like talking about it. Chris Carson.
He's got a team, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think it's still too early to say. Like, I can see a couple clear favorites, but it's definitely way too early to tell who's going to get relegated. Guess only time will tell. But boom, let's go into our this week's matchup. Obviously, since I'm on my peer, my first on my screen is my matchup versus the Golden Taint. He's projected to only beat me by 2, but like I said, I think Ricky might have the best team, or if not, certainly one of the best teams.
Yeah.
Right now, first glance, I'm just praying New England doesn't feed Antonio Brown the ball, which they probably will do. He's got an awesome running back combo, kind of worked out. Although we could wash at running back. I definitely think I could be in this. I get the win if my 3 receivers can score 15 points apiece, but other than that, I don't think I'm going to win.
I mean, Robert Woods has to do better than 5 points. That was kind of fluky.
Yeah.
But Jarvis Landry, I don't know. Baker Mayfield needs to turn it on, or else it's not going to look good for them.
Yeah, on my screen it's showing that he doesn't have Baker in. It's showing no quarterback, so we'll see.
No, I mean like for Jarvis.
Oh, for Jarvis, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think that Ricky has a quarterback right now. I would imagine he probably tried to pick up Goff just like you, because it doesn't look like Cam Newton's going to play. So he does not have a quarterback as it stands right now. I'm sure he'll pick one up. But yeah, running backs look good, receivers look good. I'm not really feeling his flex options right now. I mean, Mike Williams is a good red zone threat, but if Mike Williams doesn't get a touchdown, he's not really going to give you very much for fantasy. And then DeMarcus Robinson, I guess you're just kind of chasing points at that point because I think they'll just go right back to Sammy Watkins this week probably. So
yeah.
I
think this one will be close, but I won't be surprised if I get spanked. I think it'll be close.
I think your team's got safe volume.
Yeah.
But unfortunately for you, I don't think you have a ton of explosive guys on your team apart from Josh Gordon. So it's, I mean, I guess David Johnson you could argue, but basically if you get a big performance out of Josh Gordon and David Johnson, I would say that you're pretty safe. But if Josh Gordon does what he did last week and David Johnson only gets you like 15 points, and Dalvin Cook does what he's been doing, and Antonio Brown another week in that Patriots offense, I think that you are definitely at risk in this one. I think it's fair to say that it's 50-50 because that's what ESPN is saying.
Yeah.
Daniel Jones week 2, so might go off.
Hopefully, yeah. So at least it happened. It happened as early as I wanted it to.
Right.
You never Ingram trade, assuming Daniel Jones would take the spot. So that was cool that happened when I assumed it would. I don't got much to say. I'm just hoping Dalvin Cook and Marlon Mack don't go absolutely ham. Otherwise, I'm fucked.
I'd be worried about Julio and AB as well, but you already know that.
I mean, obviously I'm worried, but those running backs are the volume guys. Marlon Mack sit behind one of the best offensive lines in the NFL, and Dalvin Cook is leading the NFL in rushing, so kind of sweating it.
It'd be kind of poetic if Antonio Brown destroyed you.
No, it would be great if I win by 1, and it's because Evan Ingram outscores Antonio Brown by 1.
I guess that'd be it could be two different scenarios. One would make you incredibly happy, the other would make you sad.
Whatevs. Why does I want to take us in the years?
Yeah, I got Mike Brobes 4-down territory this week. It's giving me a 51% chance win probability. So very, very close. Projected score is 127 to 124. Just looking at the lineups on paper, I think that I like my team in nearly every category apart from tight end and quarterback, maybe. So I think that I have a good chance at winning this one, but I think it's fair to say that Mike's team has enough volume and enough upside that I could see him putting up another 140 like he did last week and winning. So I'm going to say that I'm a slight favorite, but it's close.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mark Andrews, Matt Breida, Nelson Aguilar, and John Brown this week. I think all those guys are going to see massive volume. And then Chris Carson, I'm pretty sure Seattle's playing in the rain this week. If they are, they should be keeping on the ball against a shaky New Orleans team, so that would obviously hurt you as well. So I definitely see you losing this one, but I think your receivers could and should be able to hold it down and make it close.
I think Chris Carson fumbled twice last week or something. So
He did.
Did he? Rashad Penny had that.
That's why last year I was just so nervous not having Rashad Penny on my team because any little slip up, they bring him in, then Rashad Penny busts a 40-yard run, and then you think Chris Carson's job's gone. So it's tough. It's a tough stock to hold, but if he does well, then he'll put up.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but Chris Carson fumbled week 1 as well, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I mean, I don't know if he's losing all of them, but they definitely. I mean, he's fumbling the ball, and then.
Yeah, they spent a top pick on Rashad Penny not this most recent draft, but the one before.
I could see this one being close, but I'd be surprised if your studs didn't show out this week. They got pretty good matchups. Sony Michel against the Jets should be a big one.
Oh yeah, the Jets are so bad.
Yeah. And they're just going to be up so much that they're just going to be running the fuck out of the ball.
Yeah, Sony Michel had 20-plus carries last week against Miami. You should see similar this week.
I agree. Next matchup, we got
matchup?
another 1-1 versus 1-1. We got the Cheat Clappers, Toledo Cheat Clappers against Evansville Carpet Munchers. Billy's team is the favorite, 58% chance to win, projected 119 over 107. Man, both these teams have some pretty ugly starters.
This is the poop matchup of the week, this poopy one.
The poopy matchup of the week. Yeah, I mean, Nick doesn't have another tight end to play. Oh, no, he is Green. Never mind. And Howard. Yikes.
Both of these teams are like kind of how we were saying earlier. They have like 2 or 3 guys that really hold it down, and the rest are just fillers that you can hope get 8 or 9 points to carry you along.
Yeah,
but
I'm gonna.
Calvin has 9 points like he did last week. I don't see Billy pulling this out.
Yeah, here's the thing. Billy needs Kamara, Cooper, and Kelsey to carry his team. And Nick needs Lamar Jackson, Michael Thomas, and Patriots defense to carry his team.
Patriots defense.
And Patriots defense have the Jets and their third string quarterback, so hell yeah, the Patriots defense. They can get another 30 points this week. Watch.
That bullshit that they play those teams twice a year. That is that's
oh, and then don't forget the Bills. The Bills are in that mix too.
Patriots have the easiest division in the NFL. It's gross.
And they have had the easiest division for 20 years. Somehow those teams have not managed to get any better.
Yeah. I could see Kyler Murray and Travis Kelce both having huge days, but I could also see Carry-On and Kenny Galladay doing relatively well. I'm gonna take Nick's team in this matchup of poop dicks.
yeah, I agree.
All right, now let's get to our primetime matchup of the week: 2-0 versus 2-0. Rusty Kuntz, Team Butts.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you can't really look at the projection numbers. I mean, it gives you a good idea, but he's projected to beat me. I'm gonna win. I like my team outright. Like regardless of matchups, really, I feel like I'm strong throughout. He has put like Christian McCaffrey now, and Chris Godwin. So I can see all them going off and just really putting it out of reach for me. But if I can just get a good floor from Julian Edelman, have another big game from OBJ, Austin Eckler, I should be all right. I'm hoping Jamison Crowder just gets like 6 catches for 50 yards this week, just getting dump offs, because I feel like Robbie Anderson and Marius Thomas are basically done for with Luke Falk at the control. So I feel like I'm out on confidence again, but again, like Ricky, my matchup with Ricky, I wouldn't be surprised if I took that this week. Either.
Yeah, I think a big misconception is people are like, oh, Cam Newton might not play, which means more ball for Christian McCaffrey. No, that just means less scoring opportunities. So,
right.
So I think it definitely hurts Christian McCaffrey.
And DJ Moore, too.
I seen a tweet today. Josh Jacobs is sick, and he had a snap on his story today. He said he's sick and he's lost 10 pounds this week or something like that. So I don't even know if Josh Jacobs is going to play, so that would be huge for you.
That would be big.
I'm sweating Emmanuel Sanders and Keenan Allen, but like you said, if they don't go nuclear, I think I have you in this matchup.
Yeah, I think this one is going to be good. It's going to be close. It's going to be high scoring. I would say how game script goes for Chargers versus Texans is going to have a lot to do with how Rivers, Eckler, and Keenan Allen all do. So I think that if that game ends up high scoring, we got a really high scoring matchup this week. But just the fact that his team are so reliant on the fact that he has McCaffrey and DJ Moore means he's pretty reliant on how the Panthers do. And then he has some unpredictable guys in his lineup, like Mecole Hardman. We don't know if he's going to be the one that gets a bunch of volume on the Chiefs this week. Jordan Reed, no comment. Chris Godwin and Manny Sanders, you just don't know. So Butts' team has plenty of question marks. He's definitely earned his 2-0 start because his studs have been studly this year. So, I think that it could go either way. But I think your floor is safer, Trevor, so I'm going to give you the edge.
Yeah, Trevor, I'm going to take you to start 3-0. I didn't really realize that we were losing. We were only going to have one outright undefeated team after this week.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So I like to see that.
2-0, 2-0, and then the rest are just 1-1.
You got to love to see that.
Yeah. I don't know. As long as my team can just hold down to like week 5, I'm going to be gold.
Alrighty, that's enough of that matchup. Next, we got 1-1 versus 1-1, as you'd expect. Mikey Martinez, Team Juices Loose versus Devin Pooley, Team Bye Week, who was certainly in bye week last week. Devin's projected to lose this one, and at first glance,
equally as ugly as Billy and Nick.
Yeah, I mean, John Ross I read a stat yesterday, is the only receiver in the NFL right now that has been a top 12 in fantasy points back-to-back weeks. We'll see if he can hold that. He had a garbage time touchdown last week.
The most garbage time touchdown ever.
Down like
no faith in the Bengals. So I wouldn't play him. But I mean, the upside's there. All he's got to do is catch one.
Yeah, and that's Mikey's whole receiving core is all upside plays. Will Fulton, UIL, and John Ross. You can't hate on it.
I feel like Mikey's three receivers could go off for 80 points between the three of them, and they could also get 8 points between the three of them.
Yeah, it's like realistically, Mikey's roster construction is actually pretty elite, being he has the best quarterback and then two of the best running backs in the NFL. And then with receivers, it makes sense that they're all upside plays because he has such a high floor with his other three guys. But it's not. It ain't it this week, Chief.
I just don't think Le'Veon and James Conner hold it down like he thought they were gonna. Is James Conner even gonna play this week?
I didn't think so, but I also read some good stuff about him today, so I think it's in question.
I think he'll play.
If I'm playing the Steelers, I'm just putting 8 in the box and making Mason Rudolph beat me. So.
Yep. And I think the same can be said about the Jets.
Oh yeah, no doubt. They put 10 in the box against the Jets. They're not throwing deep at all.
So yeah, and then on the other side of the script, I like Devin Pooley's team a little bit. I like Josh Allen this week. I like Marquise Brown this week. I like George Kittle. I don't know. His running backs aren't in the best spots, and I don't even know if Alshon Jeffrey plays, but DeAndre Hopkins is the best receiver, so who fucking knows? It's a shit show, but I'm going to take Devin Pooley.
Yeah, he's got a lot of stake in the Titans, which would make me very nervous.
Yeah, that's why he won week 1, oddly enough, why he beat the defending champion week 1, because the Titans smashed the Browns. Insane.
Like Sean McCoy and Delaney Walker as my flex would make me very nervous.
Yeah, this could be the two lowest scoring teams of the week. But he's got Pat Mahomes and Lev Bell, so we'll see. And T.Y., we'll see.
Third and final matchup. xnxx.com/Alexis, Texas versus Team Get to Black, 0-2 versus 0-1. Rob's projected to win 130-119. What do you boys think?
This one's going to be a slaughter. Just to put it plain and simple. I mean, he's got Zeke. I like Zeke on Damien's team.
Especially against the Dolphins.
I like Adam Thielen's talent, but as long as you have fucking Kirk Cousins throwing you the ball, I don't know. But other than that, I mean, Miles Sanders, is he starting or?
Gets the most touches out of the Eagles players, but that's
I like Bob's team. I think this one's going to be a blowout.
I don't know if it's going to be a blowout. I guess we'll see. He's starting Jared Goff. I like that better than Jameis. I don't see Leonard Fournette doing much. Tennessee is one of the best defensive line fronts in the NFL. But I think Kansas City is going to go back to Sammy Watkins. And TJ Hawkinson, he can still score. So
yeah.
I'm not huge. I mean, Saquon is the best RB any given week. But I'm not a huge fan of either of these teams this week. Being that Mike Evans is looking like he's not going to be catching the volume we thought he would. Terry McLaurin's going against Chicago's defense, so I don't know if Devontae Freeman can score a touchdown finally. Hopefully, Atlanta and the shootout against Indy. I guess that's what you want to have covering the Devontae Freeman. I think it'll be relatively close. You gotta love Zeke this week. I'm fine with Carson Wentz. I'm fine with Marvin Jones. Philly's secondary is pretty trash, to be honest. Fine with Cortland Sutton. I think they're both going to be – it's going to be a very touchdown-dependent matchup is my guess.
It'd be tough if Rob started 0-3.
Yeah.
It would be fucking music to my ears, baby.
Well said. I think that Rob has the edge here, but we all know how Damien rolls. Damien can pull it out over anybody on some random shit. So
all the time, baby.
How he rolls.
All right, so that's it for the upcoming matchups. Wiseman, I'm going to share a screen real quick right here. Are we in?
Yep. Wait.
All right,
yep.
Share screen for the oh no, my battery's running low. Share screen, B-League results. We got 3 teams at 2-0. We got Ryan Brill, David Carr, and Dustin Jacobs. Our 0-3 teams are Chelsea Hoyt, my brother, and Team Johnson. The rest of the pack is at 1-1. I don't have much to say about B League. It'll be cool to get some of the boys in there.
Yeah.
I'm kind of in a rush. Sorry, my computer's about to die.
I see the Gale Quails got a win. They start 0-1.
Yeah, the Gale. Oh, he's actually at the top of the 1-1 teams. Nice. Points for. This is a better look right here. Like the points for. Let's see. So my brother's actually 0-2, but he has the 5th most points scored. My sister has the least amount of points scored. Dustin Jacobs is 2-0, but is sitting dead in the middle. Oh no!
Your computer died.
All right. Yeah, we'll just probably end on that. We covered everything that we need to. So thanks for joining us, Trevor. We'll see you next time, mate.
Good luck.
Goodbye.
Peace out, bro.